I welcome you to Skyward Community Regional event. Today is 24th of March and the time is 8:10 p.m. So we're going to run very quickly. Tonight's meeting will be introducing new participants to Skyward Community, and we'll be telling you about Unitsky String Technology, which is one of the companies being supported by partners of Skyward Community. Now, we're going to look at a short video talking about the mission of Skyward Community. This is a short address from the Skyward Community co-founder, Mr. Alexis Sukodoev. So we're just going to watch this video before we go into the meat of tonight's presentation. It's a very short video, and I would enjoin you to pay attention to this part of this presentation because it's very important.
Hello, dear investors and partners, dear friends. My name is Alexei Sukodoev, and I am the co-founder of the social venture ecosystem Sky World Community. I would like to start my welcome speech by answering the main questions. Why did we create the Sky World Community ecosystem? What is its main purpose and mission? How will our community change your life and the world around each of us for the better? Our primary goal: to make 10% of the world's population financially independent. The development strategy and training model we have created allow us to gain financial freedom. The Sky World Community portfolio of financial products involves investments only in promising, eco-friendly projects with growth potential. We have made it possible for ordinary people to enter such projects, whereas not so long ago, only large financial market players could invest in an industry sector with such a large coverage. With us, you will learn how to create capital, preserve it, and multiply it. For more than 8 years, we have been successfully attracting funding for eco-projects to create a bright future, making the present worthy and exemplary for generations to come. The Sky World Community Ecosystem is a community of conscious investors, entrepreneurs, and pioneers in the venture capital industry. Once you have the necessary professional skills and financial freedom, you will be able to influence what happens around you with all the tools and resources you need. We will provide you with a step-by-step plan to move from point A to point B. Our sustainable model of partner development and support is proven by tens of thousands of successful entrepreneurs. Sky World Community is a springboard to a high level of income, a guide to the global world of venture capital investment with unlimited opportunities for each and every one of you. The conditions we provide to people with no experience and large network entrepreneurs are among the best in terms of percentage of income, reliability of the marketing plan, additional elements of motivation and bonuses, affiliate programs. Our unique selling proposition is the only one in the world and has no equivalents in the international market. Our goals, philosophy, and ideology are not only focused on the financial independence of investors and partners. Tens of thousands of people have made friends, found themselves, and set goals through the Sky World Community. We have united more than 180 countries from around the world and work hard every day to ensure that tomorrow brings community partners confidence, financial stability, and pride in what they do for those around them. Join us. Together we will create a comfortable, safe, and decent future for ourselves and future generations.
Yes, you just heard from the co-founder, Mr. Alexis Sukodoev, who talked about the mission of Skyward Community. To summarize what he has said, our mission, among other things, is to make 10% of the world's population financially free. And how we intend to do this is by funding eco-friendly, innovative technologies and becoming co-owners of these technologies. Also, by enhancing our capacity through professional development through our adaptation and learning platform. And lastly, by connecting members to a global network of private investors in a community that supports eco-friendly projects and a community that supports partner development. So you become a partner of a community that is spread across 185 countries and 25 languages, and currently has over 600,000 plus members across the world. Now, with you here today or tonight is myself, and I'll just introduce myself very briefly. My name is John Bossey for those who are meeting me for the first time, and I am privileged to be the regional curator of Skyward community here in Nigeria. I'm also a former social welfare officer with the Ministry of Social Development and Gender Issues in Edo State. And I'm also a freelance network marketer. In my time in network marketing, which is close to about 8 years, I've been fortunate to have won 3 car awards from different companies, and I have almost a decade of experience. With Skyward Community, I teach people how they can become co-owners of multinational companies before those companies go public in the stock exchange market. Now, I'll be introducing the first speaker who will talk to you about Skyward Community. She's no other person but Dr. Mrs. Ann Bossey, who is a lecturer at the Auchi Polytechnic, a renowned entrepreneur in the field of furniture and upholstery making. She's also an Annan CNA and a partner with the Skyward Community. So, Mrs. Ann, please, if you are here, you can unmute your mic and take it away from me. Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to Skyward Community Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sparing your time to be with us on this regional webinar meeting. I'm Ann Bossey, a partner and a speaker with the Skyward Community. Here, I want to tell you about Skyward Community and the advantages you stand to gain as being a member. Like earlier said by our curator, our mission is to make 10% of the world population financially free. So what do we mean when we say Skyward Community? Skyward Community is a community of people united by strong ideas and meanings, common interests, goal. This strong goal is to promote eco-friendly environments, safe for all mankind. So what are the opportunities provided from this platform? Skyward Community gives everyone the opportunity to become part of the community of supporters of the string technological development. Here, you can be a client, you can be a partner, you can be a leader, and a master as the case may be. So let's talk about Skyward Community. On this slide, you will see a community of happy people. Skyward Community is a social venture ecosystem for anyone who wants to influence the community around them, together with like-minded people, like me and you. We bring ordinary people together to support innovative technologies for the advancement of humanity and the preservation of the Earth's environment. This is because every one of us can influence the way technology develops. Still about the Skyward Community, we offer support for exceptional innovation or innovative eco-friendly solution to specific problems through self-development, improvement of own competence, and gaining financial independence. Skyward community is not just only a community, it is an entire ecosystem. Why do we say this? It offers an opportunity for crowdfunding for all of us. There is an online university for the profession of the future, adaptation and learning platform that you could equally key into, and you make your future a brighter one. In fact, it is the world's largest private investors community with over 600,000 plus members. So let's talk more about these opportunities you stand to gain in Skyward. Skyward community gives you two important opportunities. The first opportunity is to support the development of the string transport technology and become a co-owner of the Unitsky String Technology, incorporated and valued over $4 billion by independent expert valuation, and projected to dominate over 60% of the global transport market in the coming decades, and receive a passive income like dividends from the profit of every successfully implemented commercial project of this noble company, Skyward Community, on a routine basis. Another very important opportunity is to attract investments into the development of Skyward community projects, such as the Unitsky String Transport Technology and the Utera project as a Skyward community partner. Now, what is a partner? A partner is someone who agrees to attract investments for the development of startup being financed by Skyward community, such as Unitsky String Technology and the Utera projects, and earn commission for that activity. This commission can be withdrawn by you or reinvested, as the case may be. So let's talk about the uniqueness of this Skyward community. The unique thing about the Skyward Community Partnership Program is that you don't even need a dime to be a registered member. You don't pay for registration. It is absolutely free to become a partner. So do yourself a very good favor and try to key into this opportunity that the Skyward community is offering us. You will have every cause to be happy. Do you know something? Skyward community has all the conditions necessary for your growth. Why do we say this? It is an environment of like-minded people, like me and you, having to be in webinar meetings, regional chat rooms, channels, and sharing experiences as well as news, and making friends and acquaintances, and most importantly, being among the first members to be opportune in knowing the official company's news. You can see the people there having a lovely time. So try, as a matter of fact, do yourself a good favor by joining and keying into this laudable opportunity Skyward is giving us. The Skyward community has everything we need to grow. I re-emphasize it. Is it in personal level? Is it in professional development, regular or useful broadcasts? On all our social media networks, we are there. Is it on the Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, In fact, name it, even this webinar meetings we are having to, gather to exchange ideas. So these are ways in which you can get knowledge and experiences. Now, Skyward community has everything we need to grow. I re-emphasize it. You can gain international travel from it. You can be in conferences, forums, trips to inspire you. Learn and drive further future development. Then we have major regional programs to scale up. Then local businesses, breakfasts, marathon, environment, actions for sharing experiences and mutual contribution. Lifestyle events for sharing part-time and emotion. As you can see in the picture displayed in the slide before us. Now let's talk about Skyward community and the opportunities it offers us. Skyward community gives you the opportunity to express yourself and grow professionally through new roles. Like now, I'm a speaker of Skyward community. You can be a mentor. You can be a community manager. You can be an event organizer, a tracker, as the case may be. But then you have to be registered and be one of the community members in order to enjoy all these benefits. So let's see the organogram there. You see that Skyward community is a social venture ecosystem giving rise to the adaptation and learning platform for skill development. It also goes to the innovative technology multinational startup. Thereafter, you see the arrow going again to the community of over 600,000 investors across over 185 countries and 25 languages. In fact, that is wow. Then you have the co-ownership opportunity where you get your dividends from commercial projects and profits from sharing price appreciation. Then, as by the innovative technology, you have the Unitsky String Technology Incorporation and the Utara Biohumus SBC. So I will enjoin you all to get back to whoever has invited you to this program, to key into this program, because it's one big opportunity that you will thank the organizers or thank whoever is introducing you here much later for introducing you into this platform. Get back to them and key into the system. Thank you. God bless. Once again, I'm Dr. Ann Bossey. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that amazing presentation. I wish this was a physical meeting. At this point, we'll be giving you a round of applause because that was absolutely well done. Thank you so much for that apt presentation. So I would like to quickly point out a couple of things. While she was speaking, she mentioned that we have regional chat rooms, and I just dropped the link to our official regional channels. That includes the channel on Facebook, Instagram, and our Telegram page. And I also dropped a link to our WhatsApp channel as well. So please find that in the chat room and try and follow all our pages. Do not just follow those pages, engage with the content you find on those pages. Once again, thank you, Mrs. Bossey. You spoke about the regional events, and I want to quickly point out that in July of this year, we'll be having a regional event as part of the SWC marathon activity that's currently going on. That event may take place in either Cameroon or Nigeria. However, we will communicate beforehand to let partners know where the event will be taking place and how they can participate. So please pay attention to the official regional chat room so that when that information is shared, you will be kept abreast of the information. All right, so moving forward with our presentation, I'll be introducing the next speaker who will be talking to us about the Unitsky String Transport Technology Incorporated. Our next speaker is Mr. Sunday Egbudu, who is from Ughelli Delta State. He's an entrepreneur. He's a passive income strategist. We've worked together for some time. He's an amazing man. He's a public speaker and an advocate of multiple streams of income. So, Mr. Sunday, if you're here, you please unmute your mic and take us through the Unitsky String Technology. Thank you very much. Sir,
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and good evening, my curator. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I'm with you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sunday Egbudu. As already introduced by our curator, I'm an entrepreneur. I will be speaking to us concerning the technology aspect of our opportunities that we are sharing with us here today. I'll be speaking on Unitsky String Technologies Incorporated, the problems they are trying to solve in the world global transportation market, and by reason of this problem they are solving, the opportunities that is available to us. It is on that note, I want us to listen carefully because at a point, this was some issues. Now, it's important for us to understand that before people will devise solution, there is always a problem. And we know that the transportation market problem, they are enormous. And they are not exclusive to any particular country. They are universal. And it is on that note, Unitsky String Technologies Incorporated, a startup company that is into the research, development, as well as general implementation of what we can call the string transport technology, came up with solutions to the problems we are facing, and thereby deploying solutions in the area of urban, cargo, high-speed transportation, as well as implementation of seaport technology in line with resolving some of the transport challenges that are also in the area of seaport transport, and particularly movement of cargoes. So the transport system of UST Incorporated is built on the second level, that is above the ground, and runs on clean and renewable energy, meaning it does not pollute the environment. And these transport solutions solve global transport problems such as pollution from emissions. And this can be looked at majorly in two directions. Noise pollution, that you can expand it further, as well as pollution of emission of carbon waste into the environment, which we can also expand further. They are also solving the problem of excessive land usage for road construction, as well as other facility that has to do with road transport. They are also solving problem that has to do with high cost of construction of transport solution, which is one reason why we can say that the pace of development of most developing countries in line with the need in the transport sector is very slow. They are also solving the problem of road accident, which has led to the loss of many lives and even some cases permanent paralysis and conditions that are not easily discussed in the open. Also, the problem of traffic congestion, which can lead to high loss of work hour, lost manpower, being a drain of energy in the traffic and reducing effectiveness on duty posts when the individual finally arrive at the place of work. So these are some of the problems that Unitsky String Transport Technology is resolving. And we believe in UST Incorporated that the philosophy of transport should be not creating more problem while trying to solve problem. We all know transport, mobility came to be when man desired to try to move from one location to the other, solving the speed of time, the challenge of time, also how to move goods from point A to point B where they are most needed. But in this process, creating challenges like permanent disabilities is not what humanity wants. So by reason of that, our concept is devising solutions by designing out the problem and having solutions that will give all these atomized challenges being removed off transportation as it is. And our solutions, vehicles are taken from the ground level to the second layer. And by reason of that, our design rail string transport overpass ensures a number of advantages, such as optimized aerodynamics, increased speed, unprecedented safety, and rational use of land and resources, minimal environmental impact or damage, and many more. As we move forward in the presentation, we'll be calling up some of those advantages every now and then. So let's take time to watch this video that will give us insight to what we are talking about.
The number of cars in the world will double by 2050. Twice as many traffic jams, twice as much air emissions, half as many natural landscapes. No one has managed to create transport capable of solving these problems yet, until Skyway offered its project. An innovative transport which moves above ground along high-strength string rails. Steel ropes inside the rails can make the Skyway flyover up to 3 times stronger than conventional bridges. The durable flyover makes movement jerkless and safe. Construction requires almost no space on the ground. String transport supports can be erected anywhere in the world, from hot desert to permafrost. The Skyway electric motor will make the atmosphere cleaner. To provide the best quality of transport, Skyway uses the most advanced technology, 3D Experience digital platform, and American Haas equipment. It is used in aircraft and space rocket construction. The creator of the technology, the engineer, Anatoly Unitsky, has been developing the Skyway project for over 40 years. He wrote dozens of scientific papers, received 2 UN grants, and launched the production of the string transport in 2016. Since then, Skyway has been introduced at 19 international exhibitions from Berlin to Singapore. The achievements of the project are discussed by the world media from CNN to TV Tokyo. New Skyway developments are demonstrated at the Eco-Techno-Park Test Center every year. 5 types of tracks, 11 kinds of string transport, and thousands of passengers in one place. Today, the project is preparing to enter the world market. One of the most ambitious projects, the Skyway Innovation Center in Sharjah, is being implemented in the United Arab Emirates. Tracks, laboratories, and infrastructure of the linear city. The Skyway Center will be the starting point of the project's development in the Middle East. Today, due to crowdfunding, hundreds of thousands of people have invested in the project. and the Skyway project is more than just transport for them. It is a safe future, real achievements, and a global idea. And you can also contribute to the development of this safe and future-oriented transport. Together, we can make the world better.
Now, it's important for us to understand that there must be a brain behind all this work. It is on that note I want to introduce to us the brain behind the Unitsky String Technologies Incorporated, a man called Dr. Anatoly Unitsky. He's a scientist, he's an inventor, he's an engineer with multiple insights into different areas of engineering, from the field of construction to transport to mechanical engineering, electronics, as well as chemical industry. He's the creator of the UST and the geocosmotic transport system, as well as a number of transport and infrastructure projects based on the string technology. He's the head of 2 United Nations projects and a member of the USS Aero Cosmonautic Federation. He's the founder of the UST group of companies. He's the general designer of the Unitsky String Technologies Incorporated. It's important for us to note that he has over 150 inventions that are well secured by patents. He has written all kinds of scientific papers and documents. In the world of scientific activity, is well known. And it is on that note, I want to close this by saying he's also supported with about 21 other experts at the management level. And it's important for us to take note that in UST Incorporated, we design and implement from scratch to finish. In other words, we don't outsource. Emphasis, we don't outsource. And that is why I want you to pay close attention to some of the things we'll be bringing up now. We have the engineering company that is into the research and development of all the details about what we produce and implement. We approach a holistic, high-tech transport system that comprises of the automated rolling stock, as well as the unit string tracks, as well as the infrastructural facility. And they are all powered by green power, which is they don't pollute the environment. While this is engineering company is doing their work, we also have the manufacturing company that manufactures the rolling stock, which is normally called U-pods, which are electric vehicles. And we also have the construction and implementation aspect that goes to the field to do the practical implementation of every project that we are carrying out. Now, moving forward, it's also important for us to note that we have our own demonstration and certification site where before we offer any solution to the public, they are developed and tested in our own certification site, then certified before they are released to the global market for consumption. And we don't just do that on our own. External certification body to see if what we are doing is in line with international safety and environmental demand also come and review our work from time to time. And it is on that note in 2021, TUVSW, a company that is into evaluation of processes and certification of them, whether they are in line with safety and environmental demand as the laws in that area specified by international standard came to our own certification site and certified our processes. They look at our operations, how we produce our product, and evaluate many of the infrastructure we have on ground to see if they can be deployed to the public for consumption. And they certify us compliant with international standard. Now, moving forward again, you will notice that when solutions are being provided, they have their own format of operation. Now, our own company, because we design to fit the environment. If you look at this slide, you will notice that our transport for human passenger carriage is designed in such a way that it can be implemented even in an already well-developed city without necessarily destroying existing infrastructure. So if you look at this slide very well, you will see that deploying the transport to use in an existing city, all they just need to do, the demarcation, the standard demarcation between the two lanes is enough to implement our project or our string transport technology. You can see the support standing and raising the string rail line at the second layer and the U-port riding on the string lane. So this is a standard way of design. But however, we have other kind of design. Depend on the environment we are implementing, we determine a particular design we will come up with. As we move forward, we'll be seeing some other details in line with that. Now, the next slide you will see on the screen that we have our own different kind of U-ports. I will not spend time on this because as we move forward, we'll be seeing the different kind of U-port we have. So let's move forward. You will see we have the Uniwind, we have the Unibike, we have the Unibus, we have the high-speed Unibus, and all of them are deployed to use depending on the particular kind of area and what is needed by the customer. Some can be used in remote environment, some can be used for high passenger carriage, for example, the U-bus, while some can be deployed to in terms of long distance. That is where the Uniflash comes in. Then we also have the one that solves the problem of carriage of goods, cargoes, and that is where we have the container, the U-Cont, and the U-Truck. Every one of these models have their specific use. Then we also have the one that can be deployed to use for industries. Remember, in the course of my presentation, I mentioned that we have seaport technology, and that you can see on the screen that we have a special seaport technology which can be used to move high capacity goods. We know that when a ship berths in the sea, most times they spend a lot of time in some port, and that makes them to feel uncomfortable because costs will be building up for them and things like that. And by reason of that, our company has also developed a solution for that area where our seaport technology can be in the deep sea, and when ship comes, they don't need to come too close to the land to berth. They berth at the deep sea, and our string transport technology will move the cargoes from the ship down to the shores. And that can be done because all our vehicles are operating on automation. That can be done without any form of challenge. And as we are moving forward, you will see that we even have our own special monitoring system, the intelligent control system, the safety control system that monitor the operation at any point, and this being displayed in the monitoring screen. Now, this slide gives us one of the invention of our inventor, Dr. Anatoly Unitsky. what you are seeing here is the string ray head. Let me use that word. The summary of the string ray. We have the cap there. We have the strings. We have also the filler. Then we have the ray body. And by design, this invention, this particular string ray can last for 25 years before the ray cap can be removed and the new cap can be put in. We know that one thing that also creates a lot of challenge for the road is the area of maintenance cost. But in this, our own case is easy because there will be uniform wearing of the ray head. And at a time when they notice that it's not time to do maintenance, all they need to do is just to remove only the ray cap and put a new cap. And that, as I've mentioned earlier, it takes about 25 years before you can do that. So you can see that in terms of sustainability, this is one good solution for developing countries in particular. Now, moving forward further on this presentation, I want to also tell us that we have 3 standard ray which are all invented by our inventor. We have the flexible ray, we have the rigid ray, then we have the semi-rigid ray. The particular ray type that will be deployed to use is determined by the particular kind of U-ports and the spans that we will come up with by reason of the volume of persons that will be moved in that location. These are the technical aspects of the design and implementation of the project. We may not need to spend too much time on that, so let's move forward. Now, it's important for us to take notes. As earlier mentioned, we design from scratch to finish. And I've also mentioned that all our U-ports are automated. They don't need human driver, which is one major factor that causes accident. And by reason of that, our U-ports can actually move in the period of every 2 seconds. A pod will be following, one U-port will be following another U-port. And by reason of that, can carry up to 30,000 passengers per hour. And it's important for us to take note that we are not just doing this theoretically. This is in line with the American Automated People Movers Standard Committee. It has been reviewed and evaluated by a committee that for automated people mover, which is vehicles now, it can move every 2 seconds and there will be no challenge. So deploying that to use here, we can move up to 30 passengers per hour, which is very high. Let's take, for example, if we want to move passenger in a place like Lagos, where there is high capacity of human movement, we can move up to 1.5 million. Actually, I sent a message to a post posted by somebody on LinkedIn concerning the red line that was just commissioned. And the man was arguing that that red line that is commissioned will not be able to move more than 500,000 passengers per day. And I did my calculation and I came up saying that, and the man was predicting that that same route, that route that they are trying to deploy it to use, is supposed to be a route that has a passenger flow of 2 million passengers per day. And when I did my calculation, UST can give solution to that by providing our rail line that can move up to 1.5 million passengers quietly per day. And it's important to also take note that we can move passengers both day and night. So there's no restriction of when people can move and the volume we can move, as it has to do with either to one direction or to the other. Now, moving forward, we can see that, as I mentioned earlier in this presentation, we have our own special intelligent control, which I will not dwell too much on, We have our own safety control. We also have some other special control which are deployed to use. These are exclusive to our company and technology. And by reason of that, we don't need to throw too much light on it. If you want to know more, you want to study more on this area, I will encourage you to visit the company website, ust.inc. You can see more information about the technicalities of this company product there. But now moving forward, I want to assure you that our safety is of the highest order. In fact, some time ago, our safety was compared to that of aircraft, and they discover our safety is even better than that of the modern aircraft we are using today. Our technology has also been compared to other technologies, because without comparative analysis and advantage, it becomes very difficult to break into the market. And as you can see on this slide, be it on the area of environmental friendliness, in the area comparing other mobility. For example, normal rail transport, monorail, automobile, as well as magnetic levitation rail. As we move forward, we will see that by comparative analysis, ours is better. Now, the next slide on the screen shows us that our own rail is far better. Now, these figures are not just ordinary figures. We should take note of this. These are practical figures that are called up from the field work. For example, we know that the charger government are heavily supporting UST Incorporated, and by reason of our test site that is in that location. Now, maybe I should bring it to the table here that the charger government bought stage 11 of this technology. By the end of this presentation, we will give you the stage we are now. But take note that charger government bought took over the stage 11, and it was not even announced. We move from stage 10 to stage 12. Now, we may not have the data here in Nigeria, so to speak, but at the international level, they have the data to do proper comparative analysis. And the slide you are seeing on the screen show clearly that whether you are looking at it from the area of environmental pollution, operating costs, the capital cost, and as well as the traffic issue, our technology is of better choice to be implemented and used. These are some of the factors why you should know that as we are entering the market, we will take over the market in a short while. I know our presenter that spoke concerning the SWC platform mentioned that this technology was valued over $400 billion by independent experts. And these are some of the reasons why it was valued as much as over $400 billion. Let's move forward. Before we listen to this presentation, let's take note. I mentioned a few seconds ago that the government of Charger bought off stage 11. A good company normally has a roadmap. And this company, before they started the crowd supporting and promoting this opportunity, they created 15-stage structure of what they will do per each stage. And now we are in the last stage, the stage 15. And we did not just enter the last stage yesterday. We have been in the last stage for some time now, which means we are getting closer to finishing the stage 15 every day that passes. It is on this note I want us to listen to this video clip where the Skyward community body that has information of the progress be able to analyze and give us ample insight on the fact that this opportunity can close any moment from now. Let's take a watch on this.
The social venture ecosystem Sky World Community has been a strategic partner of Unitsky String Technologies Inc. since 2015. We have been successful in attracting investment in string transport technology for 8 years. We have ensured robust funding for the project and, like many of its co-owners and our community partners, we are waiting when the final 15th stage to be closed, while taking proactive steps. Over the 8 years of our platform's existence, we have built a powerful mechanism capable of raising the necessary amount of funding to close stage 15 in just 1 year. More than 650,000 people have registered in the Sky World community, of which more than 200,000 have not only become investors, but also signed a partnership agreement. And if right now each of the current investors and partners will make their minimum contribution of $500, then in just a few months, or maybe even weeks, we will confidently announce the closed opportunity to become a co-owner of UST Technology on favorable terms. The $100 per month installment plan will allow you to fully complete the 15 stages of financing in 5 months. And if we want to close the final stage as soon as possible, there is nothing easier. Go to your personal accounts and support the project with an investment without delay. Please note, if every existing investor or partner tells their friends, relatives, or colleagues about the opportunity to become a co-owner of a breakthrough transport technology, the speed of attracting financing will ramp up dramatically. If everyone right now invites at least one investor with a minimum deposit of $500, then tomorrow, we will collect all the necessary amount. The portions of the holding will be distributed among investors and the company will complete certification, construction, and demonstration in the shortest possible time, thus bringing closer commercialization of targeted projects, growth in asset value, and the possibility of paying dividends. Tell people that String Technology is no longer a venture startup, but an independent, small-scale, scalable production facility, increasing its capacity year after year. Tell them that following the results of the audit for 2022, the company has reached self-sufficiency and is currently able to cover its current costs on its own, which means it will soon be profitable and able to pay a minimum dividend of 20% of its net income, and you don't have to wait for a public stock exchange to do that. Often we hear the same questions. When will the 15th stage close? How long will it last? The answer is simple. It's up to you, dear investors and partners. Call, write, tell your community about the opportunity to become a co-owner of a unique transport technology with the prospect of covering up to 50% of the transport market. This is your unique chance to bring as close as possible what everyone is waiting for, with minimal effort.
Well, it is on this note, I will want to close by saying that from the speech of the general designer of the UST Incorporated to us last year, December, he clearly mentioned that this company has over 100 commercial projects on the table at different levels of implementation. And moving forward, this year, more projects will come and more work on the implementation of projects will continue. Much has been said. I will encourage you, get back to those who have invited you for this webinar. Sign up if you have not. Take a closer look at the opportunity both on the Unitsky String Technology website and what the Skyward community website is also giving to us. Do your due diligence and come on board as fast as you can. What we are doing at this point is not the issue of whether is it going to be a success. No, rather is the issue of how much can we profit from this opportunity. I think at this point, I will hand over to my curator to take it away from me. Thank you for having me. God bless.
Thank you for that wonderful presentation, Mr. Sunday. And thank you for all the participants in the room who have stayed with us till this point of tonight's presentation. We have just talked about Unitsky String Technology, but permit me to summarize what my colleague has been saying, because I believe for some of us, it might have been too technical, especially for those joining us for the first time tonight. So what my colleague has been pointing out to you is the problems and the opportunities in the transport market. He mentioned that we have problems of pollution, and in that area, you can talk about issues of climate change and global warming. This is a problem that is global in scope. So when you see a problem and you see the scale of the problem, it can also point or hint on the amount of money that will be made from the solution to that problem. Now, we also talked about the problem of road traffic accidents, the problem of, well, emission was the first problem we mentioned. We also talked about problems of road congestion and several other such problems which the modern transportation as we have it today is creating for the world. And then we now mention the Unitsky String Technology solution. These are vehicles that run above the ground and do not cause pollution because they are electric vehicles. They also run on artificial intelligence. They can reach safe speeds of as high as 600 kilometers per hour outside the city and 150 kilometers per hour within the city. This transport solution has been projected to dominate over 60% of the global transport market. That therefore means that it will capture a majority of the global market for transportation. The transportation industry is a market that sees turnover on a daily basis. Therefore means that this company will be highly profitable. And therefore, owning the assets of this company is something that any wise person should try to do. And how you can do that is to support the development of the company through the Skyward Community Crowdfinancing Platform. I believe that that is much of the summary of what that presentation was all about. Then we showed you the aspect of the technology that makes it a very key player in the transport industry. All right, so moving forward, I'll be inviting my colleague who will take us on the very last part, very short part of the presentation. He will be telling us about the Skyward Community Adaptation and Learning Platform. We have an online university for those people who want to improve their skills, those who want to build their capacity for maybe personal, professional development. So we have an aspect in the community that caters to your personal development. And my colleague, Mr. Bisong, will be telling us about the Smart World Community Adaptation and Learning Platform. Mr. Bisong is a community manager for Skyward Community here in Nigeria. He's based in Abuja and is helping us to secure and run our regional office in Abuja. So Mr. Bisong, please, if you are here, you can unmute your mic and take us through the last part of tonight's presentation. Thank you. Mr. Bisong, you may unmute your mic. Okay, Mr. Bisong,
Okay,
I
hello.
just made you co-host. You can go ahead and unmute your mic.
Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. Hope you can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, good evening, everyone who has taken his own precious time to stay on this Zoom call up to this moment. Standing on the existing protocols on the previous presenters or speakers in the area of SWC and the wonderful presentation done by our honorable speaker, Mr. Sunday Egbudu, concerning the Unitsky String Transport Technology. Now, a quick one, because we have taken much of our time. I'm not going to waste time here. There is a saying that knowledge is what? Power. Information is also what? Power. What you know differentiates you with other person. So now, SWC, known as Skyward Community, has done everything possible for anyone who wants to grow in this business, who want to develop or add more to what he or she has already acquired. So now we have a short video here. I would love you to pay attention, listen to this video before I give you the more info and the benefit why you need to be part of this training and adaptation platform of Skyward Community.
Education is the force for progress. This truth has been known since ancient times. People have constantly strived for knowledge, expanding the boundaries of the unknown for centuries. Now it's hard to imagine how they read by candlelight, spent weeks trying to get from one country to another, or had to draw portraits instead of taking photo in a couple of seconds. And there are thousands of such examples, but thanks to progress and a strong desire to improve the quality of life, all these difficulties are in the past. Despite the fact that many people aspired to education, it was not so easy to get it. It was a privilege of the upper classes, and most people could only dream of mastering basic skills, for example, reading or writing, which are taught from an early age nowadays. However, now, with the advent of the internet, education has become much more accessible. Almost everyone can get it. People have a huge scope for self-development. Thanks to online training, we can master an advanced specialty, develop useful skills, learn new languages, get additional education, meet interesting people, and all this without leaving home. The importance of self-development is growing every day, and today no one will deny that a modern person needs to study constantly in order to keep up with the times and maintain a decent living standard. Additional education and new skills help you find yourself, your vocation, find new acquaintances and contribute to the development of society. Realizing how much knowledge is in demand in modern society, we have created a Smart World Community Adaptation and Training Platform, a marketplace of courses in a variety of areas: psychology, marketing, personal brand development, sales, social networking, and many others. This is a place where you can get comprehensive knowledge in the field you are interested in and become a certified specialist. The SWC Adaptation and Training Platform provides access to information and knowledge from around the world, because international speakers with practical experience in their fields participate in the development and presentation of courses. Developing in 25 countries, Smart World Community will become an accessible platform for residents of the most remote corners of the earth. It will not only help expand the boundaries of the community, but also allow partners and co-owners of Skyway Transport Technology from around the world to receive additional education right inside our ecosystem. Our community is developing day by day. We are growing, expanding the scope of our capabilities, and are not going to stop. We value and encourage the development of our partners, because the growth of each of them as a specialist leads to the growth of the entire community. Smart World Community is an opportunity to develop, reach new heights, and ensure your prosperous financial future. Register on the platform now and get access to the knowledge of the whole world.
Okay. So I hope you have listened to this short presentation, this short video, and you fully understand what this platform is all about. Going forward, what is the essence of this platform, this training and adaptation platform of SWC? Now, the essence why Skyward Community set up this platform is want to help partners who want to, support the development of Unitsky String Transport Technology, or support of every eco-friendly technology we might bring into the world that we know and we want to support. So we can do this by what? Helping you to build your team, help you to grow, help you to know how to move to the next level of these various position that we have in the company. Because you, from a partner, you move toward a consultant. For a consultant, you move from a master, a leader. From a leader, you move to master, and from master, you move to an expert, to top expert. So this department gives you all these things to enable you to grow, to train you, and to get acquainted with all these ways to enable you to grow very fast. Now, the training and adaptation platform also have courses, and these courses are very, very interesting for each member who wants to add additional skill to his own existing skill that he has acquired. Skills like networking, team building, sales techniques, client psychology, personal branding and development, working with burnout, working with work code bases and other skills. So the training and adaptation is here for you to get access to all these work courses. And what I can assure you that having access to these courses, you must not need to pay a huge amount of money as far as you are a partner of the Skywalk community. Most of these courses are highly discounted for each member of this great community. Take, for instance, you want to acquire these courses of your own from any coach. You need to pay huge, but SWC Training Adaptation Platform has made all this, accessible for all members to get acquainted. And now, to develop through this platform, within this platform, SW is comfortable and understandable for you to, possible. That's why we have this training and adaptation platform. Moving forward, how useful is this platform? We have gathered all the information you need in one place so that you can, get to know more about this company. Because without information, without a proper information about this company, you might not really understand how to communicate it to someone, yes, who you want him or her to be a co-member of SWC and support in the development of all this green, eco-friendly technology we are bringing to the world. And how do we go about this? One, with those of what SWC, with the structure and organization, with its legal and one aspect, learn more about the string technology and to understand how you can develop in the SWC. So going forward, we have all these things in place for you. And the basic trainings covers all the important questions that you need as a partner to start with. Now, the company story, how to become a co-owner of the string technology, what is partnership program or partner programs, how you can further develop your potentials in the company. So the basic training of this adaptation training and platform give you all these four basic point where you can fully understand, to have the integrate knowledge of what you are doing. So it's very, very paramount and important that each and every one of us who are here to take part in these courses on our leisure time. Now, basic training is that training that is important for everyone to start on their journey in SWC. If you want to grow with us, I bet you join the training and adaptation platform and you will never regret it, because I have learned a lot in this platform. And today, through that lane, I was privileged to, become a tracker, to know more how, to cooperate, to talk to people, to monitor, to manage your team. So I can tell you, if you want to grow in this SWC business, the Skywalk business, you need to go to that training and adaptation platform. How does this training goes? Now, first, registration on the main site. You don't need, if you are already registered member of Skywalk community, you don't need to go and do another registration and verification. The same login detail, the same information you use in logging in your major website, you use that same information to have access to our training and adaptation platform. I think as we are still going, the link to this training adaptation platform will be shared in the chat box, where you can go there and then click on it and have access to all these courses we are discussing. Now, registration on the adaptation and training platform, training online from the phone, PC, and tablet at any time or convenient for you. Accomplishments with your mentor. We don't really allow you to learn on yourself. We attach your mentors that are already doing well in this business to help you grow and to get you more to understand what you are undergoing the particular course you are taking. So every course on this platform is comprehensive and all-round skill training. We provide knowledge, courses and tutor, trackers, make sure you understand and put everything into practice and you get the result. As I earlier told you, once you get acquainted, you undergo these courses, you maybe you're privileged to become a community tracker where you can talk to a set of group of people, educate them, monitor their, their activities, whether they are understanding or they are coping with what they are learning in the training and adaptation platform. In order to use this platform, you don't need to sign. I've already explained this. You don't need to sign what? The partnership agreement or password verification. The same information, the same email and password you use in logging in your main SWC website, that is the same information that you use to logging into the training and adaptation platform. So I see the link has been shared in the chat. So once the meeting is going to a close, please just copy this link, paste it somewhere, and then have access to this training. So using the same login detail and the password to log into our education platform. So going forward, you will understand and fully cope with all you need to know about SWC. So it is not a big deal. You do not need to do other verification or passing another verification. All you just need, just use your same information you register on the main website of SWC to have access to our training and adaptation platform. So we try to make our life better using this training and adaptation platform through the innovative technology, through the preservation of the earth environment, and through public world education. The essence where this training and these courses are here for all of us is to enable us have these three parameters which we have mentioned, knowing about our innovative technology, to increase your, expanding your knowledge, acquire new skills, and etc. So it is not only a development opportunity for you, but it's also a surefire way to find like-minded people, friends, and immerse yourself in eco-friendly and self-developmental atmosphere. I love this part because this part gives you the privilege to mingle around people from different continents. It can be Europe, it can be Asia, it can be, South America. You have the opportunity to mingle with like-minded people as we are gathered here. In this Zoom meeting, I've seen people from Cameroon joining, from Congo joining us. So the essence of them being here, I think it is not for a word, but for them to acquire a knowledge and to know about an information that will change their life drastically. So if you are a partner, you want to grow in this business of SWC, all you need to do is that join the training, our online university, which is the training and adaptation platform, and get acquainted with these courses. And I can bet you, within a short period, you will be amazed and you will give testimony here whenever we gather for this webinar. Thank you for giving me your hearing, and thank you for being patiently for us up to this date. I give it up to our able creator, Mr. John Bossey, to end the remaining part of this this evening webinar. Thank you and remain blessed.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bisong, for that apt presentation about our training and adaptation platform. I see a hand is raised. Okay, I would have taken us through the regional news and announcements, but because or for the sake of time, I'm going to skip this part. I'm also going to skip the answers to the FAQs that was asked, and I'm just going to move on to the feedback form. Now, while the feedback form is ongoing, I will take questions and answer. So I'm going to, I don't know if I can request one of the co-hosts to help me send the feedback form to the group so that participants can begin to fill the feedback while we do the question and answer segment. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your presence and participation up to this point of tonight's meeting. And we are now going to entertain your questions because some of you, especially those who have joined us for the first time tonight, may have a lot of questions to ask from all the participants, all the speakers that have spoken, maybe during any of the sessions you have a question or you had a question, this is the time to ask those questions. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to stop this recording and start another recording to capture the question and answers that will be asked in this meeting.